There are places on this earth that seem to exist outside of time, corners of the world so steeped in atmosphere, they feel less like landscapes and more like living dreams. Hidden in the heart of northern Spain, nestled within the rugged embrace of the Basque country, there is a forest that looks like it belongs in a fairy tale. A place where trees twist like ancient, slumbering guardians, their limbs reaching for a sky veiled in mist. It is a realm where moss blankets the earth in a carpet of emerald velvet, muffling every footstep, and where the profound silence seems to carry the weight and wisdom of centuries of history. This is Otzarreta Forest, an enchanted beech woodland tucked inside the vast expanse of Gorbea Natural Park. It lies on the slopes of the Gorbea Massif, a landscape of dramatic peaks and deep valleys that has shaped the culture and spirit of the Basque people for millennia. Here, at an altitude of roughly 600 to 700 meters above sea level, the forest thrives in a cool, humid Atlantic climate. Frequent rainfall, persistent mountain mists, and deep, rich soils create the perfect nurturing environment for one dominant species to flourish, the European beech, known to science as Fagus sylvatica. But these are not ordinary beech trees. Their appearance defies expectation, challenging our very idea of what a forest should look like. Their branches stretch unnaturally upward, like skeletal fingers clawing at the damp air. Their trunks, thick and gnarled, twist and contort in strange, dramatic shapes, bearing the marks of a history written not just by nature, but by human hands. Their roots coil across the forest floor, breaking the surface like great serpents frozen in time. The result is a forest that feels sentient, almost alive, a place where every tree has a unique character, a distinct personality. But beyond its ethereal beauty lies a remarkable story of survival, adaptation, and the deep, intricate connection between humans and nature. The unusual, almost sculptural shapes of Otzarreta's trees are not accidents of nature, nor are they the result of a harsh climate alone. They are a living monument to a centuries-old tradition. For centuries, local Basque communities practiced a sustainable woodland management technique known as pollarding. It was a method born of necessity. Every 7 to 10 years, woodsmen would carefully cut the upper branches of the young beech trees, well above the reach of browsing deer and livestock. This harvest provided a regular, reliable source of firewood for their homes, and, crucially, charcoal to fuel the region's once thriving iron forges. Instead of killing the trees, this cyclical cutting triggered a powerful survival response. The tree would sprout a dense cluster of new, vigorous vertical growth from the point of the cut. Over generations of repeated harvesting, this process transformed the beeches. Their trunks grew thick and stout, and their crowns evolved into the towering candelabra-like forms we see today, a thick, solid base supporting a burst of upward-reaching limbs. Human activity did not destroy this forest, it reshaped it, forging a unique partnership between people and the land. Otzarreta stands today as a rare and precious living museum, a testament to how sustainable tradition can sculpt a landscape without erasing it. Though small in size, Otzarreta is an ecologically rich and complex world. The constant moisture and shaded canopy create a perfect microclimate for life to flourish in every niche. The forest floor is a tapestry of life, covered in over 100 different species of mosses, liverworts, and lichens, each thriving in the perpetual dampness. Fallen leaves from the beech canopy create a thick, organic layer known as leaf litter. This layer is a bustling metropolis in miniature, a critical source of nutrients that feeds an entire universe of insects, worms, and microorganisms. They, in turn, break down the organic matter, recycling it into the soil and sustaining the entire ecosystem. The gentle Zubizarreta stream, whose name means wide bridge in Basque, winds its way through the heart of the grove. Its cool, clean water is the lifeblood for countless amphibians and aquatic invertebrates, and its gentle murmur is the forest's constant soundtrack. Birdsong echoes through the canopy, the calls of woodpeckers, chaffinches, and robins creating a symphony of the woodlands. And while the larger animals of Gorbaya Natural Park, like roe deer, wild boar, and elusive wildcats, may only pass through this small grove, their tracks in the soft earth are a reminder that this forest is not an island, but part of a vast, interconnected web of life. Even in its deepest stillness, Otzarreta is alive with quiet, hidden movement. To walk through Otzarreta is to experience a place in constant, subtle transformation. Each season paints the forest in a new light, giving it a completely different character. In spring, the skeletal branches are reborn. Fresh, translucent green leaves emerge, filtering a soft, ethereal light down to the forest floor, and the air is filled with the scent of damp earth and new growth. In summer, the foliage becomes a dense, unbroken canopy, casting deep, cool shadows. The forest becomes a quiet, solemn refuge from the heat, a green cathedral where light struggles to pierce the gloom. But it is autumn when Otzarreta becomes truly legendary. This is the season that has made it famous among photographers and dreamers the world over. The beech leaves turn to brilliant shades of gold, red, and amber, blanketing the earth in a carpet of fire. When the morning mist rolls in, weaving between the gnarled trunks, it transforms the forest into something almost supernatural, a scene pulled directly from myth. Then comes winter. The leaves are gone, and the forest is stripped back to its essential form. Frost clings to the exposed roots and skeletal branches, revealing the raw, powerful architecture of the trees. Each season reshapes the mood. Each season tells a different story. It is no surprise that a place like this is steeped in legend. Ancient Basque mythology is rich with tales of nature spirits and protectors of the wild. Among the most revered is the Basajaun, the Lord of the Woods. This mythical human-like creature is said to roam the deepest woodlands, a silent guardian protecting the forest and its creatures from harm. Standing here, beneath these towering, twisted beeches, with the mist swirling at your feet and the silence pressing in, it's easy to understand why such legends were born. Otzarreta does not just look ancient, it feels ancient, it feels watched over. In an age of rapid environmental change, Otzarreta is more than just a photogenic forest. It is a powerful symbol. It represents the incredible resilience of temperate Atlantic ecosystems. It is a living library of sustainable, traditional land use, demonstrating a form of coexistence that enriched both a community and its environment. It highlights the critical importance of protected areas like Gorbaya Natural Park, which act as sanctuaries for biodiversity and cultural heritage alike. Above all, it tells a story about the delicate and often forgotten balance between human presence and wild nature. In a world where forests are vanishing at an alarming rate, where the narrative is so often one of destruction, places like Otzarreta remind us that another way is, and always has been, possible. It proves that when managed with wisdom, respect, and a long-term vision, forests not only endure, they can be transformed into something uniquely beautiful. In this small, quiet corner of Spain, these twisted beeches stand as silent witnesses to centuries of change. They have survived storms, droughts, axes, and the relentless passage of time itself. And still, they grow. Otzarreta Forest is not just enchanted, it is enduring. If you enjoyed this journey into one of Europe's most magical forests, like this video to support more documentaries about our planet's hidden wonders. Subscribe for weekly deep dives into the world's most fascinating ecosystems and turn on notifications so you never miss an adventure. We want to hear from you, so tell us in the comments, what forest, mountain or river should we explore next? Because the wild world still has countless stories to tell, and we're just getting started.